And welcome back. Well, the past few years have been hard on all of us, so today we've got great ideas to give yourself just a little boost. This is your plan for a new you in the new year. Dr. Deborah Manjoney joins us with face and body options to help you look and feel your best. She is the owner and founder of the Wisconsin Vein Center and MediSpa. Good to see you, Doctor.
Nice to see you, Tiffany. Thanks so much. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. You always look refreshed and gorgeous, and that's what you're here to talk about, is how we can all have a glowing look. The new you in the new year, right?
Right. We're all hoping for new possibilities and a tailing off of all this trouble we've been having for the last couple of years. But really what I wanted to talk about was the fact that, sometimes you're better off doing things as a series or doing several things through the course of a year that you might be able to plan out ahead of time, instead of just trying to do one treatment that you think is one and done, because you'll get much better effects by adding on.
Great, and I know we're going to kind of lay out a couple of those options, but do you find that most people like non-invasive or minimally invasive right now?
Well, certainly the people who come to see us do. I mean, there are some people who really do enjoy having a plastic surgical treatment so that they can then see a very rapid result and like that final look. And then there are other people who want to avoid plastic surgery or other kinds of techniques that might be more invasive and choose something like a minimally invasive or non-invasive procedure, which includes lasers, microneedling, and things like that in order to achieve a result. But it might take a couple more episodes.
But there's really no downtime in those options, right? Isn't that a perk?
Much less downtime, absolutely. Sometimes there's no downtime at all, or 24 hours of downtime. Other times there might be a little swelling or a little discoloration of the skin for a while. But the truth of the matter is, it's kind of social downtime that often can be covered with a little bit of makeup or cover up if you need it.
Okay, so let's talk about some of the facial treatments. I've become in love with some of these. So one of the first one is Geneo. There's also a Hollywood laser peel and the Hydrafacial, which is one of my favorites. So kind of go through these. We're looking at the Geneo.
Right. The Geneo uses a carbon dioxide pod to stimulate oxygen supply coming back up to the skin by an effect called the Bohr effect. That's a physics type of thing. And so, this actually is a wonderful exfoliating treatment, but we can also add moisturizers at the end, and the skin looks beautiful, feels smooth for several days. And by doing more than one of these things, you're just always improving the quality of the skin because you're encouraging that oxygen supply. And very similarly to Hydrafacial and Hollywood laser peel, the more you do and stimulate your skin in those ways, the better you're going to see the results ultimately be. So one of these, monthly or every couple of months is only going to improve the overall condition of your skin as well as just the appearance of your skin.
Okay, I'm obsessed with the Hydrafacial, so I highly recommend it as well. I just think you never feel as clean or as bright and glowy as something like that. Yeah. So I highly recommend people.
They're great for a one-time treatment before a big event or something, or when you really want to look your best, but really doing a series of them gives you an even better result.
Love that. What about people who are looking for some fat reduction? Maybe they've been dieting and their skin just isn't quite where they want it. Their body's not quite where they want it. I know you've got some options.
Right. So, of course, we have CoolSculpting, which everyone, I think, now knows is where we can reduce pockets of fat. And this works very, very well for most people. And as they're doing that, one of the things that I suggest considering is also planning on about a couple of weeks after you've started doing the CoolSculpting, do something called Emsculpt, which is a way that we can stimulate the underlying muscle so that your muscle gets toned as well. Wow. If we're doing the butt, which is more of a separate thing than using it with fat reduction, unless you're talking about the flanks, you'll see a great butt lift and much more of an athletic looking kind of curvature as you see here. And if we're doing the abdomen, you'll just see more toned abdominal muscles after you've gotten rid of that overlying fat.
Wow.
Vanquish ME is another way to just do a circumferential reduction if somebody's a little heavier in the middle. And that also can be coupled with something like Emsculpt, so that you see the toned muscles as you're starting to lose the fat, and you really get a boost in your confidence too about how you're looking.
Well, and a lot of those have permanent reduction.
Oh, yes. Both of these fat-reducing treatments are permanent, and the Emsculpt is something that will last 6 months to a year easily, although people get addicted to having that because they love to have these toned muscles. And so often they'll be coming in once a month or every couple of months just to keep it up.
I love that. Okay, one of the things that I think truly can change your skin is microneedling. Tell me a little bit about what you guys have there.
So we do a lot of microneedling, and some of the microneedling we have is coupled with radiofrequency microneedling. And so radiofrequency microneedling means we are distributing heat into the skin through these little needles. One of our newest treatment is the AGNES, and the AGNES uses just a single little wand that has a needle at the end, and we're able to actually dissolve little pockets of fat in the skin of the face, or anywhere in the body if it's a small area. And then if you couple it with a treatment afterwards, now here's another under the chin type treatment, and this is just after one treatment. Both of these have been after one treatment within a few weeks, and you can do more than one treatment to actually really contour an area if you have, hereditary kind of condition where you get a double chin or a turkey neck. These can all be helpful. It's working for the jowls, it's working for the bags under the eyes. And then when you add on the microneedling with radiofrequency, that's more needles at one time being put into the skin that can follow this procedure, you're actually getting a tightening of the skin and a little bit of a lift as well. And so that's how that combination treatment can really give you the maximal result.
That jawline looks good. Okay, we're almost out of time, so you got to go a little quickly through this one, but hair restoration, a lot of people, men and women, look for.
Right. And hair restoration, what we're using right now is something called Keralaze, where we're combining a fractionated laser, a thulium laser called Laze MD, and then we're adding on these special products that are growth factors that have actually been selected so that we don't see any of the inhibitory factors we might see from your own platelets that haven't been sorted out by using these specific factors. And then you can add on wonderful vitamins and supplements that we have to also encourage the hair growth. And so between these types of things, you can really, again, augment and maximize your results.
I love that. Nobody wants to have hair envy. We want to have it ourselves. I love that. Dr. Deb, it was so great to see you. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you, Tiffany.
Absolutely. And to welcome the new year possibilities, the Wisconsin Vein Center MediSpa is offering $100 off your first treatment of a series through March 31st. All you have to do is mention the Morning Blend when you call. That simple. The phone number is 262-746-9088, or to see a full list of all their services, to know what you want to couple up, visit their website, wimedispa.com.